This is the Pumpkin Sentinel from Haunted Hill Farm. Let's unbox it. The tape is now off, and let's open this guy up. Oh, look at that. That's one big pumpkin. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's pretty spooky. All right, let's see here. What else have we got? All right, so this appears to be his body right here. Hi, man. So since this is the Pumpkin Sentinel that was used in the Haunted Hill Farm demo video, I already got filled sandbags. That actually helps a lot. Splash. Of course, we got our instructions. Sorry, guys, if you're 14 years or younger, this animatronic's not for you. It's too scary. And then here we got his base and other components. So now that we got all of its parts laid out, let's get him set up. All right, so of course you got to start off with his base, because if you start off with anything else, what are you doing? How are you going to set him up? Nice. All right, so now we're going to take his poles and we're going to put them on. Just like that. All right, now we're going to drape his base cover over. All right, so he's got some Velcro, which you attach to the base. He could use some ironing. He's a little wrinkly. I realize I've been setting him up wrong, but that's okay. I was supposed to put this all together first, then add it onto the base. All right, now we're gonna attach the head to the body, and then we're gonna connect these two G wires together. And then we could drape this down a little bit to cover all of that up. All right, now let's get his body up here. Just snap lock that in. Now we're gonna take our sandbags and we're gonna stick them on back here. All right, so this latches on back here like that. And then onto here. And then same thing for this side. Perfect. All right, so there's a little wire around this part of the mesh. And you're just gonna kind of bend that around to cover that pole like that. And then you would connect the tethers onto the hooks on here. So just for the time being, I'm just wrapping the tethers around instead of tying it up, just because I don't feel like tying it right now. All right, let's go ahead and plug him in. All right, so you can't see any of his lights, and that's really all he does. He just talks. Shut up! As I was saying, you really can't see his lights because, I mean, it's light outside. So let's go to nighttime. All right, here he is at night. He looks awesome with the lights. Look at that.
Behold your resting place for eternity.
Definitely a lot better at night. And we are back. All right, so here he is, the Sentinel Pumpkin, or Pumpkin Sentinel, from Haunted Hill Farm. Now let's go over my opinions on this little fella. He's got an awesome, awesome head. I really love how cool that head looks. The sculpt is amazing, and paint job is also phenomenal. He's got some pretty cool audio, and the lighting looks amazing. Now, everything from the head down isn't necessarily the best quality. I love that you could pose the arms and the fingers and stuff like that. But I mean, there's really not much going on from the chest down. It's just kind of one pole keeping him up. And at first I was kind of worried because he did shake a lot. Luckily, the tethers do help that a lot. I'm hoping this looks a little bit better once it isn't so wrinkled. Because I mean, the clothing on him, just from being in the boxes and stuff like that, is kind of wrinkled. But I don't really like it when props have this type of material. There's a lot of animatronics that do out there. And I've never been too big of a fan of it because it never looks that good. I do like that he has this cloth covering though to cover most of this area though. And I do think that gives it some depth as well. I love the creepy cloth hanging off, you know, it also once again just adds that little extra detail. And it also covers up this interesting rib cage. Now concrete definitely wouldn't be the best spot to put him down because I definitely would not leave this guy untethered. Like I said, it is just kind of one pole holding him up, and he is very top heavy, so he could snap if he's not tethered down. But I mean, he is pretty sturdy once he is tethered down. Well, I want to give a huge thanks to Haunted Hill Farms for sending me this guy. Now, if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to go check out the video where I unboxed this awesome tombstone right here from Haunted Hill Farms. I seriously love this thing so much. But you could watch it right over there. See that? There's a little icon right up there. You could just click that and go watch it. Or you could, you know, click underneath it to subscribe. That also works, you know. Check out all the videos on my channel. You should do that. You should do that. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?